Hey guys, I will show you now what is coming on the next update next week. It will be some rating settings and support for King of the Hill with the mod MZ King of the Hill. So it will be this King of the Hill, right? Which is currently, I believe, the best and the biggest one that can be used. And it will also add King of the Hill for 3 kings. So yeah, let me show you that now. So we are loading with expansion, of course. Hope it works. We will see. Yeah, loading with expansion takes always a bit longer. Okay. So now we see that we have create territory, raise flag, right? So now if we change normally when we go to the new tab raid and we have disable raiding action, we gonna enable this now. Okay, that does not work. Why? Something is overriding it. I don't know why. Or do we really need to restart? Make a quick double check. Okay, let's restart the server and see if it works then. Because it changed. Build, start. Maybe I have to change the reloading process for this. And yeah, but for now you have to restart the server. We are not listed in allowed raiding players. Okay. Let's start day Z again. And then if it's not working, it could be because of expansion, but we will see. Yeah, so this video will take a bit longer because I have to load again with the correct settings. All right. Let's hope. Yeah, there it is. So you currently you have to restart the server to have the option and enabled or disabled. I believe you can disable it when you're on runtime, but you can't enable it again. So let's make sure that if we press F now let's change actually main config, territory, race. When the flag is raised, this is getting a raid zone, right? So this is now a raid zone. We are not allowed to be in here because we are not listed in the, where is it now? Allowed raiding players. So we get bleeding now. You can disable this by go main config, go raid, and allow any player in raid zone. Save it and then wait. And when we lower the flag now and we raise it again to create a zone, you will see we no longer get on the top left the warning message that we are inside a zone we are not allowed to be in. Okay, now if we go back to main config raid and uncheck this and we create a zone again because it's dynamic, we get the unauthorized raid entry again, right? So now what we can do is, while we have the option admin is raiding player, the admins can decide if players can add themselves to the raiding list, which is here. So you can do that with events and spawn, I don't know, a flagpole. And then we press F and we get asked if we really want to do get added here. I assure you want to register yourself as a raider. And then we press yes. And the action now is gone that we can add ourselves as raider again or remove from the list. We can't remove ourselves from the list, right? So, and now we don't get any bleeding anymore because we are now in the list of the allowed players here. We added ourselves here. Now if we remove this and we reload main config again, and we have the option again to add our save. So admins can remove and then players can add again if they want. But this is just basic stuff for now. Now you can also, as said, choose if you want to disable raiding action on flag pools, but you need to restart the server for this to take action. And this can be changed on runtime, allow any player into the raid zones. So normally if we lower this now and we up it again, the flag, we get the message again that we are unauthorized, so we get bleeding. And now if we change it here in the raid settings, boom, allow any player in raid zones, and we raise the flag, we don't get the message anymore. Anyone can enter raid zones. So the next thing is that we have added, or me has added, for King of the Hill. As you can see here, this is the King of the Hill zone. You will see that if you have the King of the Hill mod loaded, you can change everything like for airdrops and rags. And the settings will only take action, so they only will change if the zone gets created. So if you change it now and you reload, this zone won't change, only when it respawns again for the King of the Hill, of course. So what we're gonna do now is going to check this, and then we go to actual zone where the flag is. Okay, yeah. We're going to exit raid zone. You need to make sure that the priority is always correctly set. So now we are in the King of the Hill zone, as you can see on the top left here. MZ COD, and then you enter the COD zone. Now we wait until it's done, and it's done, it's spawned to loot, and now the zone is gone on the map also. So it's PvE now. So let's go to another one, if we can find one. That is, I don't know where the zone actually is here. I believe it was here. Yeah, okay. So we entered the MZ COD zone. We wait until the flag is going up. Now we can also change the radius to like 50 meters and name the MZ COD with exclamation marks. Then we reload zones. And you will see it has not changed yet because this is an old zone. So this zone is now removed. Let's go, sorry. Let's go back here. You see the radius already changed on this one. And then if you enter on the top left, you see MZ code and then many exclamation marks. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the next update coming. And I hope you like it. Maybe there's a bit more coming also until it's finished. So I can't tell you when it will be released on the next week, but it will be released on the next week. Oh, and also I changed the main mod. I removed on the main mod everything related to vehicles and moved it to the vehicles mod. So make sure you use the vehicles mod if you want to be 100% safe for safe zones and vehicles, for example. And also on the vehicles mod, I changed the logic behind damage calculation. It now doesn't tank your server FPS anymore. It only will check the player state and the vehicle state, but I will make an extra video about this later on.